Hello unicorns, welcome back to a new video in this channel Tales of Unicorn. So to the newbies out there, hi, I am Harita. I am majorly a travel content creator, but otherwise I do create videos on other areas of lifestyle as well. So you can check out my channel to know about various destinations. I have created travel playlists separately, and if you find it helpful, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, I am active on my Instagram, which is also Tales of Unicorn. So ping me there to interact with me. So now in this video, you are going to know the A to Z details about Coorg. So watch till the end, and if you still have any queries, drop them in the comments below. So let's get into the video. So Coorg is a hill station at Karnataka situated with an average elevation of about 3,200 feet. So it is a year-round destination, which means you can visit any time of the year, but to enjoy its complete chillness, October to March would be an ideal time. But if you're okay with a bit of humidity, then even April to July would be a good time. I visited during the month of May, and trust me, the climate was so awesome, and during nights I didn't even require a fan. The ideal number of days required to visit Coorg would be 3 nights, 4 days if you are traveling with family or friends. But if you are solo and you are used to doing backpacking trips, then 2 nights, 3 days would be a good option too, which is what I did. So if you are some person who wants a leisure vacation, then you can extend your stay accordingly. To reach Coorg by bus or train, the nearest city would be Mysore. So wherever you are from India, take a bus or a train to Mysore bus stand or Mysore railway station, as you have great connectivity from major cities of India. So if you are trying to reach by airways, then reach Kannur International Airport, which is the nearer airport than Mysore Airport. So once you have reached Mysore or Kannur, take a bus to Madikeri. It is a budget friendly option. So since it's a government bus, it might be a bit crowded, but as you're boarding the bus from the starting point, definitely a seat will be available to you. Alternatively, you can even take cabs if your pocket allows you to. So once you have reached Madikeri, you can take an auto or taxi to reach your accommodation. You can also rent scooty or bikes from rental shops near the bus stand. So at this Kodagu district, which is by the way Coorg, there are many towns like Kushalnagar, Virajpet, Somwarpet, Suntikopa, etc. But my strong recommendation for you would be to stay at Madikeri, as it falls in the center of the district, and also a lot of tourist attractions are easily accessible from there. I stayed at this vibrant property called Ghost House, which is a hostel by the way, but they have private rooms too. So I have a detailed video about this property in my channel, which I will link it in the description. So apart from this, there are 3 different hostel Coorgs in different places. So that would also be a highly recommended one from my side. So these are hostels, but to suggest rooms or resorts, I cannot give any personal recommendations because I haven't stayed there. But make sure to check the reviews before you book them. And if you book during off season, then you might definitely grab a great deal. As I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of bike rentals around Coorg from where you can get scooties or bikes, and most of the tourist attractions are easily accessible through scooties as well, so it's an economical option. So apart from this, you can take taxis for longer distance and you can grab autos for shorter distance as well. But remember, if you are taking a bike, you have to fill your tank a little bit extra than you have calculated, or you can even carry a bottle of petrol with you, because once you leave the city, it is a bit difficult to locate petrol bunks. Now comes the major part. Basically, in any destination, the perspective of each traveler varies. Some may choose to avoid nature parks, some may not be interested in waterfalls. So I'll just list out the places and things to do, and you can figure out what interests you the most or what suits you the most. Starting with Madikeri, you can visit the Madikeri Fort and a government museum nearby the fort that leaves you stunned with remains dating back to 17th century. Next, you can visit the Raja's tomb, which has a huge garden with beautiful flowers around. But along with that, you have so many activities like zip line, toy train, rocket ejector, trampoline, rope activities, etc. But apart from these things, you have 2 major things which you have to do at Raja's seat or Raja's tomb, which is the sunset and the musical fountain that happens in the evening. So do not miss those. Next up, covering places at farther distance, do not miss to visit the Golden Temple, which is also called as Tibetan Buddhist Monastery. On the way to it, you can find Kaveri Nisargadama, Dubare Elephant Camp, and during monsoons, you can choose to visit Chiklahole Reservoir and Harangi Dam as well. Next, being at Coorg, how can you miss the coffee plantation visit? So make sure to add that to your itinerary as well. So in the other direction, you can find Talakaveri and Bagamandla, and also one day you can start your day early to take the off-road jeep ride to visit the Mandalpatti peak, where you can witness amazing sunrise, and also during the day you can visit Abbey Falls. But if you are planning to take a dip in the water, then avoid Abbey Falls and try visiting Malalli Falls or Pushpagiri Falls. Also, if you are okay with traveling 100 kilometers, I mean not in total, I mean 100 kilometers up and 100 kilometers down, then you have to visit the Nagrahole Wildlife Sanctuary and Irukku Falls. But this is only if you have time and if you're okay with traveling such long distance. So these were a mix of both touristy spots and offbeat spots, and I visited most of these places, and you know where to find the links for those videos, of course in the description. So yeah, after watching those videos, understand the places and then create an itinerary that will best suit you. As much as I know, there is no particular food item in Coorg that is like a must-try food item except for the Kodagu cuisine, and also there are vegetarian hotels like Udupi, and you can even find Domino's at Madikeri. So finding good food options won't be a problem there, and these are few cafes that Ghost Stop suggested me, so you can try them out if you want to. So I know you all have been waiting for this part, or you would have probably scrolled away right to this part. So I will give the cost for this from Mysore, because to reach Mysore from different cities, the cost would vary from your city to my city. I travel by train, so to check out the train prices, you can visit the IRCTC website. From Mysore, the cost to reach Madikeri through government bus would be 130 rupees per person. If you opt for cabs, it would range between 2k to 2.5k for a cab. And hostels would range between 700 to 900 per person per night, whereas for decent hotel rooms, you can grab it from 2k to 2.5k. And even in offbeat seasons, the price can go down till 1.8k per night. Food cost can be very nominal, and if you eat at good restaurants, per person per day food cost would be around 800 including snacks and water. But if you opt for high-end restaurants, the price might go to 1k or 1.5k per person. Coming to traveling costs, the bike rental can cost somewhere between 500 to 700 per day per bike depending on the season, and the overall petrol you would require for 3 days would be 600 to 700 maximum. And if you opt for cars, it can range between 2.5k to 3.5k per day depending on the distance you choose to go. The entry fees for most of the places are very minimal, and overall it can cost for per person 200 to 300. But if you choose to do activities, for example zip lining or something like that, then the price might go up. So on this side you have the budget breakdown for economical travelers, and on this side you have the budget breakdown for high-end travelers. So both these exclude the cost of activities, and this is just an idea for you to plan your trip, because the food preference, stay preference might vary from person to person, and some might even get offers on their bookings too. So have this as a rough idea to plan your trip. So let me give you some final tips from my end. Make sure to choose the right climate for your body, because winters can be a bit too cold than expected. Also, signal connectivity is good around the town, but when you travel to interior parts, you might experience connectivity issues, so it is good to download offline maps. And also, before you take on your trip, please do your own research, because whatever I have mentioned in this video is completely subjected to changes, right? So make sure you check all these things once before you leave for your trip. So have an amazing vacation, staycation, whatever guys. So do check out the links in the description, which has detailed information of all that I have mentioned in this video. And if this video was informative to you in any way, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. And also, if you would like to interact with me, ping me on my Instagram, which is also Tales of Unicorn. If you still have any queries about this Coorg trip, then please mention them in the comments below, and I will definitely answer to it. So I'll see you guys real soon in my next video. Until then, unleash the unicorn in you.